Good evening and welcome to everyone. You join us for this T20 between the Chennai Carvers and the Tridents. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the irrepressible David Gower.
Thanks, Mike. Always a pleasure to sit alongside you. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions for the day, and it's pretty apparent, even before you take a proper look, that they'll be looking at batting first on this pitch. It's very dry on top, and it could make any run chase later quite difficult. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Great work, David. Let's now head down to the middle to join the captains for the toss.
I thought these conditions looked good for batting, but they've chosen to bowl first. The bowlers will have to be extremely accurate in this opening spell. Not a lot of room for error, that's for sure.
The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Waiting. Yep.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Wait on.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Yep.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Wait on. Yep.
This is where they can be so good because they were so quick to get back and onto this.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. Going with pace now.
Yep.
Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Waiting.
Gone!
Yeah!
Brilliant diving catch. They made it look so easy.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yep.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Waiting.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Keeper.
A couple on offer here.
It was just a little bit wide, well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
It's easy runs there at this level when you stray a little down the leg side. Tucked it nicely off the pads for more runs.
Drives and misses everything.
Great work behind the stumps. Did well not to let it through.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Big shout. Misses everything.
Nice.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Yep.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
Wait on.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep.
Edged. Unplayable. The Tridents weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Big edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under
Wait
pressure.
on.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Through the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed.
Yep.
If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Tridents are 1 for 50.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Wait there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Wait on. Yep.
Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
Tried it. Not very well. Smashed to the boundary.
Yep.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Straight through the line of the ball. Right out of the middle of the bat.
Boundaries are flowing. They need to find a dot ball or two to slow things down again.
Wait on.
Brilliant diving stop.
Yep.
The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. 5 fielders now allowed outside the circle. Going with spin now.
Waiting.
A few moves made in the field.
Wait on.
Yep. Nice shot. Runs possible. There's a run here, surely.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Yep.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Wait there. Yep, yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Keepers.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
The Tridents seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's our 1 for 66.
Yeah.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field. Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Yep. Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Ballers.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers. Oh, well, that's a tight call. Didn't look to be that wide. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
Nice.
Thick edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away. Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
Yep, yep.
Super shot.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Back go the stumps, miss the straight ball.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has indeed been a good innings.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Yep.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Waiting.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yes. Nice bowling.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep, yep.
Chance to run 2.
Keeper.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Wait on.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
Down the wicket, misses.
Bowling.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up.
The Trident
Very late on
now
the shot.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent
coming
one.
on to bowl.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yep.
Nicely played.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
Massive edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. Some adjustments to the field. Bit of a change up in the field now.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Edged it.
Keepers in.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yep, yep.
Really good shot there. Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over.
For 119.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Loud shout. Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Finds the edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Could that be out? Looks so.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Tridents are 3 for 126.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of... delivery to be bowling here. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yep.
Timed that brilliantly.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Yep.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Bowlers.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Yes.
Power and precision in that shot.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Ali into the attack now from the north end. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. well placed, should get a single.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily, so in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Keeper. Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Keeper.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Why? Yes.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
Keeper.
A couple on offer here.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
End of the over, 9 off it. The Tridents are 3 for 153.
Yep. Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle and it raced to the boundary.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Ballers in.
Gone! Brilliant in the field.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like we were moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yep.
Pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Beaten on the drive.
Ball in.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. That's poor play.
Drives and misses everything.
Just threw the shot too early.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yep. Keeper.
Brilliant shot, that.
Too wide, it was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Good return back from the deep. That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Yep.
Big edge. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
End of the over. The Tridents are 4 for 176. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep. Catch it. Catch it.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep.
Huge edge. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Bowling.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Edged. Bowler is confident on this one. Tough call either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
Surely someone in the field must have heard that. What a waste of a review.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
End of the over. 7 off it. The Tridents are 4 for 183. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
And that brings up the batsman's half-century.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep.
Great shot. Great timing.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Nicked it. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Trouble. Oh, gone.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
96. Please welcome the new batsman at number 7 for the Tridents.
Yeah.
Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
And that's the end of the innings. The Super Kings have been set a target of 202 runs. This is a really defendable total. The openers will need to get their iron very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they're to have any chance.
Yep.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Conway is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Yeah.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keepers in.
Conway gets off the mark.
Yes. Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Really, really good running from these 2 batters. Played it safe though. Stick with 3.
Pads that away.
Yes.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
7 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are none for 7. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Hit that hard, nailed it.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Gotcha.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
There was minimal follow through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Good return, back from the deep.
Yes.
Oh my, that's racing away.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Yep. Oh no!
Doesn't beat the infield. There's a run here, surely.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
Ahmad from the south end.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Yep, yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
Ballers!
Good return there, back from the deep. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep.
Chance to run 2.
No!
Ah, mix up there. They've been going so well out in the middle. The first sign of miscommunication.
Yes.
Nicely played.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
That's the over. The Super Kings are none for 38.
Yes.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes. Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. Well-directed short ball, sways out of the way.
Yep, yep. Yep. Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single. End of the over. 3 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are none